Squire Games Fragrant Story. Is it really a fragrant story, or is it just a smelly memo? That's the discussion that seems to be prevailing in regards to this game at the moment. Purported to be the second last physical 3DS release, sneaking in unexpected. This game is identified as quite a short game on their website. 4 hours it's identified as. The thing that becomes very concerning is that it is 4 hours in regards to gameplay, which would normally refer to as main story. Before we get into that any further, let's just run through a few little quick points of what you get here. You have story mode, which has 3 levels, usual thing: easy, medium, hard. Easy, you get 8 tokens, which enables you to get 8 characters. 1 character, the main character, being no choice, you must have, and the rest you get to choose from. The method of attack in this game is you select your type of attack, and then there's a spinning wheel which you hit the button to decide if you're going to be successful with that attack or not. In easy, as soon as you hit the button, the wheel stops. In medium, you only get 5 characters, and there's about a 1/3 turn delay before it stops. In hard, you only have 3 characters, and the stopping point is random between immediate and about 1/3 from what I've experienced in for the most part. So the difficulty is increased through the fact that you've got a flip of the coin on whether your physical actions are going to be the reality on your expectation of delay of the wheel spin. You've then got challenges, and there are 4 challenges which supposedly are harder as you go through, and each one by the name gives you an idea of what is involved. Simple task, quite a simple playing field. What are you doing? Water is very prominent on that level. Bees, now there's a lot of bees. Indigestion question, no, it's a lot of plant matter, etc. Quick start, I haven't looked at the quick start yet, but it's random fight in a selected area, so it's just a quick game. Pick it up, play the game, go. There's the ticket shop. Now, the ticket shop, as you'll note down the bottom right, I have one, what they refer to, a mango ticket, and I have 20,700 coin. You can buy recovery items for coin, which is a life apple, power burger, guard cake. The guard cake is just a blocking, power burger is a double hit or a critical hit, and the life apple returns a life for your character if you've lost one. 1,000 coin each. You'll find the game is pretty simple to play, and therefore these items I'm not sure are really something that you'll ever buy. And we'll go into a little bit more on the equipment upgrades on how that affects the difficult level as to the recovery item value. Challenge keys, as you buy these, and you'll get enough coin to buy these pretty quickly, open up those additional challenge levels. They're all locked to start with, and as you buy each challenge key, and each harder challenge key costs more money than the previous, you open up those challenge levels. And buy mango tickets. So mango tickets are rather expensive. You do get mango tickets throughout the game at certain points, but there are only so many available. Beyond that, you have to buy them. And as you can see, 9 mango tickets is 72,000 coin. That's quite a lot of coin given that any level you play, you'll probably get somewhere between 1,500 and 3,000 coin. So it's quite a lot of playthrough to get the 72,000. But equipment upgrades is upgrades that you can get with mango tickets, and you'll notice the last one is a new option on the main menu. I don't know what that new option is at this point. Sakamoto's loot, I'm assuming it's the ability to play music out of the game, but I really don't know. When I get there, we'll find out, and probably there'll be other reviews on YouTube before I get there, as I know others are playing through this a lot quicker than I am. And back on the main screen, the usual thing of settings and credits, which I haven't really gone into. In the bottom left, you've got percentage complete. This is a guide that you get with your first mango ticket purchase at the lowest level of mango ticket purchases. So this doesn't appear as you first open the game, but after you've played through and you get a mango ticket, you spend it on that, this is what you get. It tells you how much you've completed. Now, I've played through story mode, I've played through on pungent level, and I've played through the entire game, which is 3 fields of play, so 3 stages to get to the end of the game. It's not a big game. And once you get through those 3 stages, and I've played through a little bit more, I've also played through all 4 challenges, and as part of that, I've gained a character, which you'll see in a minute. That's given me 21% completion. So the expectation of playing that level, getting 21%, and playing the challenges, and then playing these other levels, easy and hard, without any more challenges to play, would suggest that all of that adds up to about 50%, which raises a question. Where's the other 50% completion coming from? I can only establish that it's coming through multiple playthroughs and purchasing the items in the ticket. Assume that purchasing the equipment upgrades gives you a percentage completion, but I don't know. I haven't really looked at it that much when I purchased those items. So when you do play, whatever level you play at, you have a number of characters. Now, I've played through only on the medium level, and at the end of all your characters, there are 3 unlockable characters. I've received an unlock of the second character. Given that I've played the medium level through to the end, and it's given me the second character, the assumption is the first character will unlock on the completion of easy, and the third character will unlock on the completion of hard. As far as the characters are concerned, there are a number of range attack characters. This one giving you the ability to call a bee, which will go around, in fact giving you a third character, and that bee, if it dies, you then have the ability to immediately call another bee. So provided you keep this character safe, you can keep calling bees, which gives you infinite characters to a level. Obstruct with Foul Mist doesn't really do much in this screen. A bit of a waste. Instantly remove all insects. You'll see where that comes into play very shortly, and you'll notice that it comes up when I select it as level 1, which they all do. As you play through these levels, the character levels will increase. However, they fall back to level 1 again once you've finished, which is a bit strange. This character, Bree, will give you the ability to recover one of the items, either a heart, a critical hit, or a blocking of that particular character, as far as I believe. I haven't played it that much to see if you can recover other characters with this, but I don't think so. But it is a ranged attacker, so it suggests that its range attack, which is refilling, should be able to be beyond debris and hit other characters. Then you come to the melee attackers, which obviously is close combat. They have 2 attacks as well. Their first attack, primary attack, is pretty much direct contact. Their secondary attack has a slight range about it. It's like 1 square more, and similar sort of things. It's being able to improve the life, critical hit, or blocking. Granted minimum 1 block. I haven't played this character, but I assume is giving the character the ability to move an additional block anytime in that round going forward. This one with the chest check, that actually moves the character and locks him into place at that point, which gives you an advantage and can be quite helpful. This one will knock the enemy back and they can take a hit as they're knocked back, and gives you a bit more time because they then have to move forward, and you can knock them back quite a distance. And then there's your main character, which you have to play with. So if I try and select another character and start, I haven't tested it, but theory is that it wouldn't start. That you do have to start with your main character involved in that. Now, I haven't tested all that to see if it is buggy in that way. Quite possible. There are other bugs being identified, but this is the baseline. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the cost of the game. It is available on the eShop. It is only for American devices. It won't play on any other region device, PAL or Japanese NTSC. So it is purely about American devices. And the game is $4 US on the eShop, which in Australian terms is around about $5.60. That's pretty cheap for a game. However, a game where the main storyline is 3 screens and plays through in 20 minutes, thereabouts, possibly you could go faster, and it has a few challenge games, which once again you can play through pretty quickly. And this is the 3rd hardest level, and as you'll see, it can be cleared pretty easily with the right selection of characters. And we've got Ross here, who has a ranged attack of Minty Oil. The level is B's. Now, I've played it without Ross and just 2 characters on Pungent, and managed to play through without too much drama. But to show you, here's Minty Oil in action, and we avoid a miss, we hit, and you can watch that play out. If you look at the cost of other games, and let's look at, say, Pokemon Sword. Australia dollars, around about $60 to buy. It's about 30 hours of gameplay, just taking it easy on the main story. There's plenty more play after that, but the main story is about 30 hours. So that's about $2 an hour on a physical disc. If we look at Owlboy, and as you can see, I've taken no more action there, and it's pretty much cleared the field, and Ross has had a few upgrades. If we look at Owlboy, that takes about 15 hours to play through. If you're really good, you could do it faster, but my first play was around 15 hours of gameplay, and once again around about $60 originally to buy in Australia. So that's, it's $4 Australian per hour. And it's like, okay, $4 Australian. This is on the eShop for $5.60 Australian. And if you include all the challenges and the main play, then it's $5.60 for 40 minutes. If you're just looking at the main play, then you're looking at a very short game, and you're looking at about $16.80 per hour. And that's the electronic version. The physical disc costs you more. Here's the dilemma. It's not a cheap game. It's purported to be cheap at $4 only, American, $5.60 Australian. But in reality, it's not at all cheap. And as you can see, I'm not really struggling to play this game. And I'm talking and not really concentrating on what I'm doing that much. So from that standpoint, you know, this is really more of a smelly memo. Now, my thoughts on this game are that it's more of a demo playthrough on the main story. It's what you would expect of a bigger game as how do I play this game. It's not one that says this is the whole game. It's how to play it. Now, I've just played through this level, pretty straightforward, got a bit of coin, 4,350, that's great. Wasn't hard to play, so I could grind this level pretty easily and, you know, build up and work through. One of the things that's stated by the designers is that there will be updates, free updates. But those free updates are only available via their eShop, which is closing. When the eShop closes, you won't be able to get those updates anymore unless they find another way to deliver them. And if you've gone out and bought the physical disc and want to use it in a console that you haven't used it in before, then this is the game. This is all you get. And the physical disc, I haven't checked the price, but you know, it's a lot more than $4 American. And I just don't see the value in this game. I think the designers have rushed this out to get it on the 3DS to capitalize on being one of the last games, the last strategy game on the 3DS, and get the hype and get the sales through that. And realistically, in my opinion, it's one screen. There is nothing on the bottom screen. It's all the top screen. There is no 3D action on this. There is no reason for it to be on the 3DS. This should have been developed and released on the Switch. This is not a story. This is not a full game. This is a demo at best. And this, to me, is not a Fragrant Story. It is a Smelly Memo. This is a demo. It is the lead-in training module of a bigger game, and that bigger game should have been developed and released on the Switch. There is no reason for this to be on the 3DS. There is no 3DS functionality on it. Not impressed, and I think for the company Squire Games, they've actually done themselves some brand damage on this game and this rushed release on the 3DS, and they should have avoided it. It's not good business, and it's not going to get a good review on the internet. People are trying to talk it up. They're trying to make it sound better. They're trying to make it seem like it's worthwhile, but it's not.